So in 3 minutes, I'm going to give you a 3-year transformation. I'm short like Bree, so I'm going to lower this real quick. So 3 years ago, I met Ben Wingo, which was showing, churches how to do 3 circles in gospel conversation. And so they came to our church in Graham, Texas, and they showed us how to evangelize. I'd been saved for 3 years, and man, I was a lukewarm. I was a lukey, and really not really doing anything for Jesus, and I wanted to, though. And then Ben and team came and showed us how gospel conversation, 15-second testimony, 3 circles, and then they told us that we had to go out and do it that afternoon and actually knock on doors. And so I'm the one that invited them in, and I was like, how do I get out of this? I have 2 twin boys at the time that were freshly just born, and I'm like, I think I can get out of this. But then I was like, no, I can't. I'm the one that invited them in. So I decided to go, and a very nice lady named Mary was on our team. We broke up, and me, my wife, and Mary went to the first door. And I knocked on that door. Or no, sorry, Mary did. My knees were knocking. I'm sweating. I'm nervous. And Mary knocked on that door and shared the gospel and did the 3 circles. And something inside me ignited. I said, I can do this. And so we're going to the next house. And I said, no, Mary, I got this one. And I did it. And then I was so set on fire that I went to Bible school. And I became a pastor. And I've been pastoring in Electra for 6 months. But then I'm like, awesome, Lord, awesome. So I went from being a lookie to being a pastor. What's next? So Ben reached out and he goes, hey, man, do you want to sponsor some schools to do the same, teach them how to do it? And I said, well, man, you're in DFW. We're in Jacksboro. We're in Graham. We're rural. Like, I don't want to be controlling, but I'm going to be controlling. And if you want to come, we would love for you guys to come to Jacksboro, Graham, in this area and do the same thing here. And so I was thinking maybe sponsoring 5, maybe 10. But then Ben talked me into sponsoring a whole school. And it changed my life because, I've gone to glory from precept to precept in my short 3 years of truly serving Jesus. I know you guys can do it too. So, some can't sponsor a whole school, but you can put together a team that can. You remember those days whenever we used to play lottery tickets and all that before some of us were Christians? We used to have an office pool where we would combine all them. Do you remember that? And then we would go buy lottery tickets. Well, how about we do that for schools, for souls? And I just want to encourage you, if a lukewarm Christian from 3 years ago can do it, you guys can do it. Get strategic, get into prayer, and help the next generation do what we should have already been doing. Thank you, guys.